Hello, my name is Paul Taylor. I'm the co-owner of Mode 7.
Hi, I'm Ian Hardingham, and I'm the other co-owner of Mode 7.
We're the co-owners of Mode 7.
Together.
Following on from Frozen Synapse, what led you to go to the decision of going down almost like the American football plays route for Frozen Endzone?
Well, it's a sort of a similar structure to Frozen Synapse. It's simultaneous turn-based, so I'm planning at the same time as my opponent, and then the moves get played out together. It's a little bit of an advancement because the turns can be a variable length, so what happens in the game defines when the turn breaks, rather than it being every 5 seconds as it was in Frozen Synapse. But it's a similar kind of system. I really wanted to make something a little bit sort of simpler to play and more creative than Frozen Synapse. I found Frozen Synapse had a lot of detail, a bit of micromanagement that sometimes I was too hungover to deal with. I wanted to make a game where it was really distilled down to a lot of calls, a lot of spatial analysis, and just something a bit more creative.
Cool. Do you reckon, because it's gone down the sort of football route in athletics at least, that'll make it a more widely populated game?
In America, maybe. English people are a little bit suspicious of the American football thing. We want to make sure people know that it's not exactly like American football. It's meant to feel a little bit like that. I hope people like it. I think there's something nice about a game that doesn't have guns or blood in it, but still has a lot of very sort of physical robot violence. So yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, we hope there's some nostalgia around for Speedball and Blood Bowl and those kind of games. And it's a future sport game. We're trying to bring back future sports.
Bring back future sports. Yes.
Did you feel that doing it in plays, was that a test idea to make it work in plays, or would you think of having almost like a full game?
We do have a full game mode.
Okay.
This is what you play today, which is I play a randomly generated map on offense, and then my opponent plays exactly the same map again on offense, so it kind of reverses it. That's the main mode. It's nice and quick, and it's really to the point. It's got a lot of good stuff about it. But we have a long form game mode called Handball, which is like more end to end. People can steal the ball and then go on offense themselves, a little bit more free-flowing. So people like that when they've got sort of an hour to play the game, whereas the game mode you've played is a bit of a shorter thing.
Obviously as well with the multiplayer, you're both setting up your plays at the same time. That's with an opponent who's obviously either by LAN or by the internet.
That's right.
Is there a multiplayer on the same computer that you can play or not?
There will be. We have Hot Seat. The previous game had Hot Seat. And again, one of the nice things is that you don't have to be online at the same time to play. So it's play by email or play at the same time, whatever you like. So that just means that if you're in a different country, you can have a really good game with a family member or something.
So from Frozen Synapse, the feedback you got from fans and players, what has that led to for changes in Endzone at all?
I think basically what we wanted to do was just refine the concept a bit more. What we're going to try and do is make a game that people really feel like they want to keep playing, keep staying on the server, play for longer, take away some of the pressure of playing FS, but still retain a lot of the core mechanics that people really liked. And also just take it further and put it in a new context and with new graphics. I think that we're trying to live up to fans' expectations of where the game will go.
Yeah, and we let in 15 of our sort of really the biggest Frozen Synapse fans into the beta recently of Frozen Endzone, and they really love it. They really buy into what we wanted to do. It seems like we've hit exactly what we were hoping to hit. It's like a palette cleanser for a different kind of multiplayer game sometimes. It's got really nice cerebral, and it's got some real improvements over FS. So I feel like Frozen Synapse fans will love this game.
As it's also quite sport-based on the outside, even though at the core it's still a tactical game. Could you see it becoming quite like an esports thing as well?
Yeah, we would
like
that.
it too?
Yeah, we'd really like that. We want to see people on Twitch streaming the game, and we would love if people want to set up tournaments, we'll try and support them doing that. We've done that in some small ways with Frozen Synapse, and there is a little core competitive community on that game. We'd love to see that more down for this. We hope the kind of 3D outcomes and more exciting graphics will lend it to being more of a streaming type of game that people will enjoy watching as well as playing.
Yeah, we believe that it's good. It's good spectator sport. It's fun to watch other people make mistakes.
Yeah, we've been showing off some of the ridiculous games that people have played already today, and it's good once you understand the game, which doesn't take too long. You can see you can get inside the competitors' heads, and I think it's a better game for that than Synapse.
Yeah.
And earlier, you say, kind of following on from that, you showed me a couple of plays that have been done in the beta. Do you want people to literally learn from other people? Now you want to do it. So you've got a tutorial coming in, or you could do it.
Yeah, we're going to be making a pretty good tutorial for it, and but yeah, we'd love people to just watch other people's plays and really get an idea that way. Like, it's entertaining. You can actually even watch people's plays in progress, which is not true of Frozen Synapse. You can see what other people's matches are like, and you can sort of which time you can commit. You can tell them that you think they're being stupid, etc. So we really hope to like garner a really nice competitive community.
Yeah, already the metagame is starting to evolve. You're seeing kind of standard play and people using blockers in particular ways and passing in particular ways, and that's really exciting for me. I love seeing how a game evolves and seeing how the traditional kind of strategies are, the extreme strategies are. So I think that's only going to get better as we develop the game as well and add different game modes. We'll start to see people playing in different ways.
Yeah. Have you seen anything so far that surprised you didn't expect people to be doing, or you didn't think your game could really even do?
It's a game that we've been prototyping for a very long time. So I've been working so hard that I've really sort of tried to tune sort of the bad play out of it. So I'm not sure it's that I've been surprised by any particular tactics, just really enjoying how quickly people get into the language of the game, really understand what's happening, and just start like talking the terms that we're talking about, even having played ourselves like for many months. So within a week, some of our best FS players were beating us in Endzone, and in a good way. And we really appreciate it.
It's more like the speed of sophistication of the players. The thing that's really surprised me, like playing one of the top players now, he really knows everything that I've been thinking during my planning. It's really obvious from his play that he's completely anticipated everything I thought when I've been kind of processing it and think I'm doing something quite clever. So that's been the biggest surprise to me, is just how fast that happened.
Yeah, a little like poker, more than Frozen Synapse. Frozen Endzone is really about your opponent's like behaviour and tendencies. I play against Robin a lot, and I know that he likes to run in weird situations. And actually, you'd be surprised how important that kind of knowledge is to have any kind of chance against someone. People have really strategic tendencies, because unlike Frozen Synapse, when there was something, it was more about like finding the right thing to do. Frozen Endzone, you can do a lot of different things, and they're all right if your opponent doesn't plan for you. So it's really about your opponent's tendencies a lot.
I have forgotten my question. Really bad. I got really into it. But...
We can ask you a question.
Yeah.
Yes,
Did you get that lovely shirt?
This shirt, this was from Dogfish in Norwich.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
I have a friend from Norwich.
I've never been to Norwich.
Lovely, should go.
Oh yeah, we should go. Okay, go to Norwich.
Never rare. Endorsement there for Norwich. Oh yeah. For the maps you mentioned earlier, they were randomly generated. Can users also make their own courses at all?
Yeah, we'll have not in for the first beta release, but eventually we'll have different shaped pitches, and yeah, we'll allow people to make their own maps. I mean, again, I really like the random generation. I think it means it's fresh every time you play. But we know for times there are always people who love to make their own layouts. So yeah, it will certainly be allowed. Yeah.
We found something that's quite fun in the current beta. We have set maps for single player, which are kind of a little bit more like puzzles.
Yeah.
And that's a really different style of playing the game, where you're trying to figure out sort of, maybe there is one or two right things to do on that map, and that's just a different inflection that the game can have. We're really keen on like fleshing out an idea. Once we have core mechanics, we want to take them in every possible direction. And so yeah, the full on random generation and the set maps are both areas that we can have some fun in and make those things reflect.
Finally, when's it going to be out? Seeing as you're in the beta now currently, that's a closed beta, isn't it, at the moment?
Yeah, what we're hoping to do is get a pre-order beta around either the end of this year or early next year, and then from then it could be anything up to about a year and a half worth of development left. So going for the longer form beta, we want to get loads of single player content in there, we want to get loads of customization in there. You're able to change the colour and shape of your robots, you're able to change their facial expressions, you're able to design logos for the team, customise your stadium. We want to put all of that in there just so that people get the most out of the game, the most out of the community. So that takes a long time. We're committed to doing it, and hopefully things will go well and we'll get all that stuff in.
Cool. Thank you very much for that, guys.
Thanks a lot.